Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about and using the CoverGirl Clean Color Eyeshadow Palette in the shade Midnight Sky. How gorgeous is that? So here's what happened. I went to Walmart to buy groceries like I always do, and of course I have to go look at the makeup while I'm there, and if you watch my videos, then you've seen me use the Spiced Copper palette from this line multiple times since I bought it, which is very unusual for me because usually, I'm constantly buying and trying new things for my channel. So for me to reach for something more than once is a rarity. But I said, well, maybe I should give the palettes in that line another look-see. So I go over there and I spot this and I'm like, what? I don't remember seeing that before. So yeah, it's called Midnight Sky, and I immediately put it in my shopping cart. When I got out to the car, I always look at my receipt just in case there's some kind of an error or something that, in case I need to go have it corrected or whatever. And I look at my receipt and it says CoverGirl Clean Color, $2.49. I'm like, what? Why? It doesn't say sale, it doesn't say clearance. This palette at Ulta is $13.99. So I was like, oh my God, the regular price on this is $14 and I got it for $2.49 and it wasn't even on sale. Why? Well, I did a little investigating online, and I think the only thing that makes sense to me is that Walmart is no longer going to be carrying this, and instead of putting it in the clearance section, which a lot of people never even look at that section, they probably just decided to mark it down. Because if you go on Walmart's website right now, it's actually higher than normal price on the website, which doesn't make any sense at all. But hey, it's a win-win for me. So I don't know if it was a mistake in their system, but if you think this is pretty, you might want to go to your local Walmart and use one of those scanner things that they have where you can do a price check on something and see what it's going for at your Walmart, because I think this is gorgeous. I think that that color combination of blue and nude is so pretty. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just really like the color combination. Now, the only downside to this is there are no mattes in this palette, so I'm going to have to bring something else in to do a complete look because you can't put shimmer in the crease. Well, I don't like to anyway. I don't think it looks good. So, and by the way, if you're new here, then you may not know that when I do these kind of videos, I don't like them to be too long. So what I do is I do, most of my makeup ahead of time. So I already have everything on except for my eye makeup. And if you want to know what any of the products are that I've already used, it's always going to be in the description box. I list everything every single time so that you can just read that information and you don't have to wonder, what lipstick is she wearing? What blush is she wearing? It'll all be in the description box. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer palette, and this is just a matte bronzer that has primer in it. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and the brushes that I'm using these days are Moda because I bought two Moda brush kits at the same time at Walmart one day, and I'm really liking these brushes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through the crease. And I've already primed my eyes with a combination of concealer and foundation. That's just what I'm using these days instead of eyeshadow primer. And by the way, speaking of foundation, and since this is a Covergirl video, yeah, I've been using this every single day since I bought it. Some of you probably found me through the review that I did on this. And my skin on my face is so soft since I started using this. It's really, the skincare ingredients are definitely doing something. Now, I do have to layer a little bit of this CoverGirl foundation on top to get the coverage that I like, but not everybody is looking for, you know, full coverage or whatever. So that's totally up to you. It's definitely not a necessity to go in with another foundation on top of it. So I'm just layering this bronzer on just so we can have some definition in the crease. That is a matte shade. Okay, it doesn't have to be, you know, super intense or anything, but I wanted to have something there. Okay, so I think these blues are absolutely gorgeous. Now, whenever you use a palette that you've never used before, it's always a good idea to swatch the colors that you think you want to use, just so you know what you're dealing with. So those are the blues right there. So what I'm going to do is, one is like a metallic and the other one is more like just a basic shimmer for this one. So yeah, there's definitely a difference in the finish on there. So the one that has a darker color and more shimmer to it, I think it would make sense to put that on the lid. Actually, you know what we should do, or what we could do, I should say, is first I'm going to need a shader brush. Okay, I'm going to use this brush right here. Yeah, let's go into the lighter of the blue shades. And because the pigment isn't as scattered on that, I'm going to place that on the lid first. Yeah, these blues are so pretty. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel eyeliner in bronze glitz because it matches the other color scheme of this palette. So we're basically doing a blue and bronze look here. I'm just going to run this on my waterline. These pencils are so nice, you guys. Nice and pigmented and just glide on so easily. All right, I'm going to switch to a detail brush. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this shimmery bronze color, which seems to be, to look at it, the same texture as the one that I just applied on my lid, but let's swatch it to see. Yes. And I'm going to swatch that right next to the blues. Okay, so let's pick up some of that shade and let's go under my eye with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to another brush, and we're going to go into that shimmery gold color. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And even though it's a darker color, I'm going to shade that right along the brow bone. Going to pick up just a little bit more. And now I'm going to take another brush, another clean brush, and I'm going to blend that color out. Now, you wouldn't normally use a darker color in that area, but you know what? There are no rules when it comes to makeup. And if you want to try something that goes against, you know, what people normally do, then try it, because it's just makeup. It washes off, you know? So that's what I'm doing there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of that deeper blue just on my finger, and I'm going to tap that right on the center of my lid, right over that other blue. So we're doing like a, now I'm working it out towards the outer part. So we're going to have like a layered look with different blues and different textures. Oh, don't tell me this is going to start up again with the lights flickering. Yeah, I figured out what was going on with this, you guys. Let me shut the camera off for a minute. Yesterday when that happened in my video, I went and looked out the front window, and there were two service trucks out there doing something at one of my neighbor's house, but that should not be interfering with the electrical grid in my house because we're on two different lines. But anyways, hopefully that will not do that anymore. I just unplugged one of my lamps and plugged it into a different outlet, so maybe I had too many things in that extension cord. Hopefully that was the case. Okay, so anyway, so I layered that darker blue in the center and outer part of my eye. So let me go back to this brush that I was using before with this shade, and I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that under my eye to try to incorporate this bronzy shade. All right, let's curl my lashes now. Yeah, I hope this doesn't start becoming an issue, because, you know, electrical things can be really tricky. We've had problems with that before, but the problem that we were having before was corrected. But I have a lot going on right now electrically. Like I'm filming this video, I'm doing laundry, the furnace is running, so there's, a lot pulling on the grid right now. So if the lights start flickering, that is not a good sign. Okay, I'm going to use, of course, my Covergirl Lash Blast Cleantopia Mascara. This is the Ultramarine shade, which is the blue shade. So start with the lower lashes. Oh, the furnace just kicked on, so I hope that the lights don't start flickering. Oh, this is not good. Well, since I plugged that lamp into a different outlet, it stopped flickering. So, yeah, maybe it was just too much on that one extension cord. Okay, now let me shut the camera off and play catch up with the other eye and come back and you can see the finished look. Okay, so that is my CoverGirl Midnight Sky Blue and Bronze look. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.